All right, everybody, welcome back to the Klein Owner Series here on MLB The Show 24. The day has come. We are setting up for the draft. Currently, right now, the Angels are 37-56. It's been a wild ride, right? Some of our players have done okay, and we just don't really have the roster structure to really support a playoff team. And I think we'll make some moves as we move further into the off season, but I think we're good where we're at. Maybe we can make a play on some stuff. I did put some players on the block, and I'm hoping maybe we can make a choice there. When you look at those players that are currently on the block, for us, you know, we got Brandon Drury, who's 31, and Carlos Estevez, who is also 31. I figured let's see if we can get those guys out there. Looks like the Dodgers, the Seattle Mariners, and the Padres are willing to go after somebody, and KC and Colorado are looking at Estevez. So when I see these two pieces right there, you're talking about removing about $15 million off the payroll, man. That's not bad. So I think you know, we got to take that into account. Maybe we can get some other prospects, but we got to be realistic with the trades too. I don't usually take them all in stride. I try to see what we can do here. I think Estevez is probably more of like a low-end prospect, maybe in an area that we need, but that's probably what I'd go in. For Drury, we could probably look at a little bit more, maybe a player, or potentially a prospect there. But nonetheless, it is time to roll here. We're going to go ahead and sim ourselves through this date. And then today's the day. Today is the All-Star Future Games. One of your players is controlled. Not really too worried about that. Sign draft picks in 1 day. Sign draft picks in 1 day. Okay. So here's what we're gonna. So we're gonna do it one more time. Giants are interested in a trade, so let's see what we got here. So they're trying to give us Jordan Hicks for Luis Ngifo. We will not do that. Jordan Hicks, you know, he's a player that, Jordan Hicks is a decent player. He's 27 years old. He has all the sparks to do something great, but I just don't see myself doing that. I do not want to have another pick out there. Let him keep that for now. Just not really my thing on that one. That's not a trade I'd like to do. So now let's push. So it says today is the 2024 first year player draft. What would you like to do? I'd like to go to the draft. So we will talk through the picks that I'm looking to bring in just a moment here, and I'll set my board up and just kind of give everyone a heads up on what we're going to try to do. All right, so we have a decent amount of players on our board. Mainly, you know, on my end, when it comes to our first pick, it is going to be decided between Ellis Gomez, who is 7th ranked on our board. He's got a pretty good walk per 9, decent home run per 9 from the get. Stamina is pretty solid to be a starter. Arm strength's there along with accuracy. His velocity is also there as well. I think knowing that he can top around 98 miles an hour, that gives me some room there. He's got some decent breaking balls as well, the slurve and the curveball. And he's got an off-speed pitch that I think we can also work on. But there is a shortstop that I like, and he could play second base and third base in Cesar Guerrero. And the reason why I like him, he's 19, so he's young. We can kind of keep him in the minors for a little bit to grow, but his contact is there. Power's not so much, but the way I look at it is with his vision and discipline, we have the opportunity to leverage this guy and grow him to the point where, you know, we can have him as our future third baseman, right? We got Rendon, so my thoughts are by the time Cesar's ready, Rendon's contract's off and we can throw Cesar in there if needed. There's a first baseman that I was looking at in Jeff Frazier here. We don't have much on him, but I did put him on my board because he's a switch hitter. So I like that capacity there, and his power and everything also look pretty solid from the get. I guess this would be considered a reach, but it is about making sure we get all the things that we need. A guy that I scouted was Keith Parson here, whose secondary position is a shortstop, but he does play third base. As you can see, his contact and everything is all there. He's ranked 7 in the MLB. His power isn't there, but his vision and discipline are pretty solid. Decent speed. His fielding's good too, so we can have him play third base. if need be. And I like the fact that he has no injury risk. Exam says healthy. I also have a player later in the draft in Joaquin Gaspar. So if we don't grab one in the first round, I do see a player like Joaquin as hopefully making it to us in the next spot. Power is there, contact is decent, and everything else lets me go, okay. You know, he's got some issues with vision and discipline, but I think we can work on that. He's 6'2", out of Australia, 22 years old. Keep him in the minors for about 2 or 3 years, and then kind of see what happens, but I'd like to have him here. Got a left fielder here in Pablo Caraballo, or Caraballo, and I liked all his hitting attributes. His arm is decent as well, so it's not going to really be a big stealer, but 5'8", 196, a little smaller. I think we could still leverage him out of Kentucky. And then when we get to the later parts of the draft, you know, there are some guys here that are just more of a decent filler, and I like Hiroyuki Watanabe out of Japan, 22 years old, 6'4", bigger dude, and you know, I do want to make sure we leverage the later rounds for relief pitchers, because you can find some pretty solid guys here. Eddie Mata is another relief pitcher I saw. He's got 5 different pitches, so again, that just the way I look at it is there's some possibilities here that we could leverage him to be maybe a setup guy. And then the later rounds, I put in some catchers and stuff because I'm wondering, you know, could we do it? Michael Rutledge is a guy I did scout. He's projected to be in the later round, and this is not necessarily a reach, but it is a possibility here. So that's what we have for our board. Like I said, we got a lot of players here, and knowing we got a clock, we got to pay attention to that. But I am looking forward to this draft. So here we go, entering the draft. We are ready to roll here. First 6 picks of the draft have been set via the new MLB draft lottery. The lottery participants were all teams that did not qualify for the last year's postseason. So we're pick number 8. Looking forward to this one. Throughout the draft, the live ticker displays important information like the current round, who's currently on the clock, which team is up next. When your team is up, you will have 4 minutes to draft a prospect. All other teams will have 10 seconds to make their pick. Consider bonus demands, interest levels, and prospects when making selections. Your goal is to select the best talent available, but also stay within your bonus allotment when it comes to sign your draft picks. If you run out of time, the top player from your draft queue will be drafted. If there are no players on your draft queue, selection will be made automatically for you. If at any point you want to speed up the draft, press start to sim to the next pick or sim to the rest of the draft. So here we go. Let's start this one. First pick is up. Let's see who is taken here for the Guardians. Marcelo Gonzalez, a starting pitcher. Pretty good, man. Oh my goodness. The guy's freaking solid. Looks like that's going to be a great pick for the Guardians. The next pick is up. And for the Cincinnati Reds, they take Derek Lopez, a starting pitcher as well. Again, good setup, good stat line. Can't complain. Pick number 3. It's on the board for the Rockies, and it's Ellis Gomez. That is rough. That's who I wanted. That was the guy on my board. And he looked ridiculous, and that is tough for us. Pick number 4 is up now for the A's. So for me, you know, it's between, I don't know, Jared Gillette maybe, but Cesar Guerrero gets taken right before us. So we no longer have him. So now we got to think about it, right? Like, what could we take here? So this is a reach, 100%, I guess, in the eyes, but baseball's different. But I want to take Raymond Kang. Main reason, 18 years old, bigger dude. We can grow him. His velocity's already there. Home runs per 9 are pretty high. Strikeouts per 9 are going to take some time, but his walks per 9 are help me out. Hits per 9 are decent too. So pitch control and stuff. He's mainly got a fastball. slider and a 12-6 curve, but I think that's what we're going to do here. Welcome to the team, Raymond Kang. I'm hoping for the best here. Now his roster demand is $4.5 million, which is freaking insane, but it is a top 10 pick. So we'll take what we can get there. Welcome to the team, dog. Let's advance it now to the next pick here. So we're up, and we are pick number 44, and a lot of players have been taken here. And now I look at some of the guys that are on my board, like Russ, Delaney, Juan Gaspar, right? I really liked him. I don't know if he can make it to us, but if he doesn't, you know, do we have a backup plan? And I think Pablo is the guy. So I'd like to see if we could snag a picture here. You got Paul Coran, who is ranked number 10 on our board. He doesn't really have a whole lot of great stats, but he's 18, so we can work with him. Sergio Dorta is another guy here, right around the range that we have him. He's got a bunch of different pitches, 19. Stamina's there as well. 6'3", another big guy. Tim Groniga, this is a pretty good player too. But we did take a picture from the get. So now I'm looking at, like, how does Russ look? He's not bad, 5'11", out of Canada. I don't know if Joaquin doesn't. I think we got a backup plan. I am not worried about getting another pitcher now that I think about it. I think we got to be smart here and just kind of, we got to retool that freaking bench because everything got screwed up last year. Miguel Mitre, pick 58. He's got all the stuff here. He'd be like a starting middle reliever kind of deal. He's the guy I like most, and he's interested. So, man, so is Gruniga. 22 though versus 21. 19 stamina's there. But Paul Coran has fallen, and I think it's because his stats look horrendous, man. They really do. So Sergio Dorta, mainly for the stamina, because I could see we can kind of control that. His velocity needs some work, but he's got some other good pitches here that we can work on. His splitter is pretty solid from the get, so he's interested in playing for us too. So, you know, we're going to work with that. We'll bring in Sergio Dorta. Overall, though, he could be pretty solid. His potential's there as well. Next up here, pick number 74, and Mitre's still there. And I think what I'd like to do now is probably look at Joaquin Gaspar. He's a third baseman, and that's what I've been looking for, and I'd like to snag him up. This is not a difficult choice for me. He looks like he's interested in us, and I'm hoping he can get it done. So Joaquin Gaspar, not asking for a whole lot of bonus money. 22 years old, healthy, and I'm glad we looked at a third baseman here in this draft. Pick number 83 is up, and those pitchers are gone. But there is a guy here that I really liked that I kept talking about in Pablo. Pick 98 is where we're at, and it's not necessarily a reach. To me, it's honestly quite decent. There's a guy here in Alfonso Velasquez that's looking interesting, but I want to get some other guys here. And Pablo looks pretty good. He's a little smaller, 20 years old here. Everything else looks pretty solid. I like to take him here. Pick number 83, Pablo is on the team here. I really like him, man. His stats kind of show he's going to be a decent floor from the get. We're up now. Pick number 113. Russ is still there. He has fallen, and I think everybody knows it. Like, he is not the right fit. So, you know, with the picks that we have remaining here, I want to see, you know, is there anybody else we can look at? Stokes is a later round pick, pick number 127, 130 here. And then there's some reaches. But Russ, he's interested, very little, but this guy does not look good. Enrique Robles, we didn't scout him much, but he's got some good speed, and there's nothing wrong with getting some other guys here. Wesley Gooch is another guy I was looking at. I mean, it's within the realm of possibility here. And I think Wesley Gooch is the guy I'd like to take. He's going to be a reliever. 21 years old, out of the Netherlands, could be kind of clean. Enrique Robles. I mean, his pitch break is solid. And 22 out of Venezuela. Oh, what just happened? Did we run out of time? Oh, well, Russ Delaney's on the team. Oh, we only got a minute. Oh, brutal. I didn't know that. I thought we got 4 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I can roll with that. So let's go Thomas Wild here. Catcher. I think he's got some decent stats. And we need some catcher prospects in the realm. I think this is our last pick here. And the guy that I wanted to bring in is still there in Wesley Gooch. So I'm cool with this. Low injury risk, healthy, 21 years old. And this Andy Stokes guy is fallen. Just hasn't been good. Yeah. Get another reliever. No issue there. I think that's a decent board, man. I think we did good. The 2024 draft is over. I thought all my guys did the right things. When you look at our picks, right, in the initial round here, we snagged up Raymond Kang, who I think is pretty good. He's going to ask for a little bit of money, but that's, you know, top 10 pick. It is what it is there. But his velocity is there from the get. So 18 years old, we can grow this guy, let him roll, and let him party. When you look at the next round there, we got Sergio Dorta, another pitcher. For me, it's the stamina. I think we can grow this guy. He's young, out of Ohio. And I think when I see stuff like that, man, I'm like, okay, he's got the stamina to be a decent starter. The next pick here, we ended up going after a third baseman in Joaquin Gaspar. He's got good power, and that's key for me here. I'd love to see if we can find a guy that can really show up and show out there at third base. And, you know, we'll probably by 26, you know, he'll be ready to roll, and hopefully he'll be at a spot that will be great for him. We then went after a left fielder here. This was a quick decision for me. Good, decent starts for power, contact, vision. Arms, honestly, pretty decent, and he's got good fielding. So I wanted to snag him up really quickly. I think he could do something. A little smaller guy, but it is what it is there. We then didn't know what was happening, and I guess we ended up snagging up Russ Delahanty. I didn't know it was a minute after a certain time, so that's on me. But I think he's going to be okay. Looks like he's going to be more of a platoon guy from the get, maybe better on the power side for either spot, but mainly lefties there. And we're just going to have to grow him. 18 years old, keep him in the minors for probably like 4 years, see what he can do. We then went after a catcher here. I wanted a catcher prospect at this point, 21 years old, out of California. Contact hitter, and my hope is that his arm strength will be good enough, but you know, I want some good catching prospects, and I think he can do some decent things down the road. And then our last pick, it looks like, was Wesley Gooch. He kept falling to us, and I'm like, dude, why the heck not? He's not going to be the greatest of greats, but I think we could still leverage him to be something decent, maybe a middle reliever, setup guy. Yeah, but I can't complain there. He's got a decent running fastball, curveballs there, slider. He's got some good pitches. Oh, we actually did have one more guy. Excuse me, Raymond. Oh, no, that's it. So not bad. I can't complain. Thought it was a decent draft, and I'm looking forward to the next one. It says one of your players made the All-Star team. So when it comes to the All-Stars, did any of my guys actually make it? That'd be insane, huh? I think so. Relief pitchers? I'd be shocked. No. Oh, Logan made it. Awesome. Logan made it. Okay. Great job, Logan. Yeah, I thought he's having a decent year. I think he's doing all right. You know, 253 average. He's got 12 home runs. I think he's playing all right. Did any of our other guys make it here? I don't think so. Altuve. It'd have been nice to see Rengifo make. He got the some votes, but he didn't make it. I thought Rengifo played okay so far this year. Left field. Oh, Verdugo. Ugh. Aaron Judge. Trout. Trout's still killing it. A 283 average, 22 home runs, so he's doing what he needs to do. Juan Soto, Kyle Tucker from, okay. Renfroe, wow. Okay, not a bad setup. Some of our guys made it. Like 2 of our guys made it, but nothing crazy. NL has defeated the AL. The days to sign picks. Would you like to stop? Okay, so let's start signing, I guess. Let's see what we got here. So the signing board allows you to focus on 3 draft picks at a time. Prioritize draft picks, gain additional interest. Higher prioritized picks gain. Okay. When you're finished with your signing big board, select advance. Okay, let's do that. So first guy here is Kang on that one. Says you can unlock the ability to send a contract offer once they've reached 50%. And also switch. Okay. So I'd like to get the high interest guys out of the way. Let's knock these guys out here. Offer a contract. Got a big amount of money that we have to offer here. And I think he's asking for, I'm going to give him a little bit more. He declined. Wow, dude. Raymond Kang. This dude's wild. Okay. Okay, so we'll wait on that one. Sergio Dorta. He's asking for 1.5. I'll give him 1.62. He's signed. So we got our starting pitcher, one of our starting pitchers on the board. That's good there. Got Joaquin. He's asking for 7. I'll give him 837. He's declined. What the heck? Okay. Some of these guys pissing me off from the get, huh? Let's get Rustolini there. Let's finalize that. All right, we keep moving. So very high. Home team up by 2, bases loaded. And Drury's up, who's 0 for 4 right now. Here comes. 2 outs, bases loaded, down by 2. Brandon Drury's been 0 for 4 today. It's been rough playing against the A's. Angels being last place in the freaking division is horrendous. Oh my gosh, I thought we ripped that one. It's a good pitch right there, maybe a little early. Yep. Crowd's going crazy in here. Mason Miller, man, he's hittable. There we go, good eye. We got Lucas Erceg in the bullpen ready to roll here. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm right on time on that one. A little too high there, 2-2 count. Come on, Drury. Get it going. That guy just had the pitch a little out of his... There you go. We didn't chase that one. Iron's up next. Hey, the Rook's been doing good too. I'm glad we're getting some of our guys going. Oh, he hit him!
I got him. Take your bait.
He hit him! Whoa! Now you're letting the dog, the young buck, 3 for 4 today. Let's go, Kyron! Come on, Kyron. Oh, I swung late. I swung late. Come on. Come on, Kyron. Get it done, young bug. Oh! Too early? I don't know about that. He's got a crazy breaking ball. Oh, he struck him out! Kyron's out on that one. And the A's get away with that one. Rengifo 3 for 5. Taylor Ward did pretty good, it looks like. Hicks hit okay. Kyron 3 for 5, though. I love that. Nino having some issues, but he did have a 7th home run, so that's good. Hoppy's got 43 ribbies. Whoa, Drury's got 43. So that's my thing too, is seeing Brandon Drury out there. We have to think about what would that look like, right? Like if we were to let him go. And for me, it would just be an opportunity to bring some guys up from the AAA, give them some time here, some potential, maybe even earlier than September call-ups. Yankees are trying to offer something. Looks like Francisco Valario for Carlos Estevez. So these guys are interested, and they're trying to give us a 18-year-old cat. He's got B potential. He hasn't done too bad. When I see something like that, I'm like, okay, we get Estevez. That means there's a chance to move someone up to be a relief pitcher, maybe Rosenberg or maybe one of the older guys that we have on the contract. Get them up, move Francisco down, and move someone up from the AA to the AAA. I think that's a good move for us. He's 18 years old. I'm cool about the prospect. His OVR is what it is, but I like this move here for us. So we make a trade, and then let's start making the roster moves here, and we'll get back to it. Okay, so with the trade deadline up in a couple days here, I think I'm going to try to see if I can make a move. And as much as I like Drury, I'd like to see what's out there. Right, he's on my board. Let's see what they got. Let's see what offers we're willing to get for Drury here. Looks like the Orioles are trying to give us some players. Red Sox would give us some. But let's do this first, actually. Let's double check the standings. Where is everyone at when it comes to the standings? So I would think the Astros, Rangers, Mariners would be buyers. I think the Braves, Phillies, Mets, Cardinals, Cubs, Reds, Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Padres, Orioles, Yankees, Rays, Tampa Bay Rays. They're pretty close, but I don't know. I would say it's probably the Yankees and the Orioles there. So the Orioles I'd consider. Maybe we can get a prospect for Drury. Yeah. Twins and probably the Twins. It's Orioles and Yankees. Dodgers, really. Diamondbacks, possibly. Cardinals, Cubs, maybe Reds. That's tough, but it's Braves and Phillies. Okay. So there was players that I had on my block that I was looking at, right? We were looking at someone from the Marlins, looked at someone from the Cubs, but I think the one that could be it is the Brewers. Let's double check them again real quick. Where was theirs? Where were the Brewers? Brewers are not there, so I don't think that's going to be the right move for them. I was looking at a catching prospect, but I think we're going to have to move on from that. The Marlins. The Marlins are 9.5 games back on the wild card, and they're kind of far away. I don't see that as well. So let's see what we can do here from a trade prospect for Brandon Drury. It's tough, man. I like how the guy plays, but I definitely want to look at prospects more than anything else here. But I think that's fair. We get ourselves 2 prospects here that can help develop. Orioles get to, go on a run, and Drury gets to play for a team that, to me, he deserves to go somewhere and maybe go for another run and wish him all the best. They got the cap, and we get to release some of our cap. So wish you the best, Drury. The trade's been done, and now we get a chance to move around with our prospects here, kind of get some guys set in order. And then we'll move on and advance. We play some games here. 1 second. All right, so Chanel needs a triple to hit the cycle. Tie game. All right, Nolan. He's got a home run, double, and a single, baby. Top of the 10th here. Ooh, they gave me a ball. I'll take that. Matt Brash coming up. Come on, Nolan. This rookie's been pretty good, man. That's what I like about him so far. Nolan's been playing pretty well. We just got to figure out how to continue to leverage him, though. I just don't want him getting hurt. Oh, man, I thought I killed that. ball was a little slower than I expected. 2-1 count. Rips it to second. Nope, he doesn't rip it. Just an easy grounder there, and that is done with the 10th. Tough. So the Angels end up winning 14-9, so they went on a little bit of a roll there. We'll take what we can get on that one, man. Wait, no, we lost 8-6. I don't know why I thought we won, but oh, it was the freaking hits. Nolan did good. Trout actually had a good one. Taylor played pretty well now with no Drury there. Nito 0 for 4. Paying attention to that, man. Hoppy had a triple. Taylor's got his 20th home run already. Herget's playing fine. Matt Moore. Yeah, and that Anderson contract is killing me, dude. There's some contracts that I'm just waiting to fall off, and it's going to take some seasons to get us in that spot. But by that point, too, like new coaches, hopefully he'll kind of roll through, and maybe we can kind of get that right. Noel sustained an injury. It appears he's out for about 1 to 2 weeks. So knowing that we're at extensions, right? You know, is there any other players where we could try to bring on? And it is what it is, man. We got our 2 guys off the block that I wanted to. I'm pretty cool with that. Trash Pandas. Let's go fix that. Ooh, check this out. We got Luis Garcia up now. Bases loaded. Yeah, I'd say our ERA needs to get figured out. Home runs, though, we're at the midway through the league there. I'm not too worried about that part. Seth Brown's up here. Let's see what he can do. Come on, baby. Come on, Luis. 1 out. Good pitch. Gave us a little favor on that one. Little slider here. Hits this one over to Rendon. Rendon snags it up. They do not go for it. We got ourselves 2 outs here. Good play by Rendon. Tyler Soderstrom trying to get it done here. Oh, that was a good pitch. That was a good pitch. Now it's low. Oh, man. Come on. Sinker here. Fouls it off. It'll be 2-1 count. Splitter. There you go. Rendon sets at his feet. And we're out of that one. Let's go, baby. We'll take it. And we're just going to return to simulating here, see what happens. Okay, Mickey Moniak up here. 1 out. Bottom of the 10th. Zach Jackson. Yeah, his throwing motion's wild. Here we go. Oh, he hit that one right between first and second base. There he goes. Chanel's going to try to take it. And he's safe, baby. Tie game. Good hit by Mickey. And maybe Mickey can play that outfield there that we had Drury play. He's not a bad player, man. I just felt Drury was better. Now Drury's gone. We get a chance to see if Mickey can get it going. Taylor Ward, 2 for 4 today. Low on that one, no good. 1-0. Taylor Ward's a player I'm willing to spend like $10 million on to keep him around. Oh, that's a good pitch. Danny Jimenez warming up in the bullpen. If we can get this out of here, man, it'd be nice. Taylor, let's go, man. Hits that deep into center field. Let's go back real quick. Not going to be able to advance. 2 outs now. Here goes Rengifo. He's one of my favorite players in this roster right now for this series so far. He's played pretty well. Oh, no. And they get out of that one. Tie game now. That's tough. Keep simulating here. And the Angels get it done. They beat us 11-10. Nito You know, hitting at the top of the lineup. Rendon actually doing some work there. I like to see that. Kyron Paris 0 for 4. The rookie having a little issue there, but Ward has his 21st home run. Rendon has his 4th. I like what I'm seeing so far. Where was Trout at? Trout was... Yeah, he's pitch hitting. I wonder if he got hurt. All right, Matt. 1 out. Runners on first and second here. Herzog on the mound. That four-seamer just kind of drifted away there. No issue. 156 average. See what he can do on this one. Oh, man, that circle change was disgusting for me. That was a fastball, like just early. It's that a little late. 1-2 count now. See if the Angels can get going, man. Oh, he hits that decently. They're going to go for the double play, and that will do it, folks. The Angels, it spoke right there. Oh, disgusting. So down by 1, runner on first. Let's see what Kyron can do here. Kyron 1 for 3 today. Good pitch.
0-1.
These A's, man. No good there. It would be kind of neat to mix up the division like you can do in NBA and NBA 2K. We can kind of mix the divisions up. But I mean, kind of neat to see some of these guys in different spots. But okay, that's your first one. There's Marisnik on the first base. He's been moved up. It's one of these older guys that are on the team that I'm like, might as well call them up, leverage them now to give our youngsters a chance to just kind of develop. We got Cisneros now inside the majors as well, because I don't want to bring anyone up that's not necessary. Comes Nito. He's had a tough year so far, but you know, he's still young. Harris boots this thing to shallow right field, and that'll be the first out there. Okay, here comes Nito. Come on, man. Come on, Nito. It's the way he kicks his leg up that really throws me off. Oh, my gosh. Oh, brutal. 2 outs down. Angels are a very tough team, man. Gotta remember that. Like I said, we'll probably end up zooming past these seasons, the first season, quite quickly, because I'd like to just see how my guys continue to progress. It is tough, because I'd like to see more of the games later on, but I think as I get more prospects, that's what we'll do. But if the seasons start to get away from us, it's okay to move forward. Oh, I went for that one. I shouldn't have. I definitely want to learn more about roster construction in baseball. You can't always have the youngest of players. I think you got to bring in some vets in some spots, and I have to remember that too, because that helps round out the overall. No good. That helps round out the overall group. You know, the depth chart and stuff can't be filled with just a bunch of guys that are in their 20s. You need some guys that are a little older. And Drury, you know, I could have kept him here, but being able to get some prospects for the future was super important for the Angels, because the farm system's horrendous. Rendon, though, he's having a pretty good one. I'm seeing that, so we might be able to play, you know, sim a couple and then see how it goes. But all in all, I'm okay. You know, this is supposed to be more of a draft episode than anything else, but as you can see, this team, though, is quite horrendous. Let's keep it moving here. Crash Panda's got to move it. What do we got here? Trout needs a triple to hold the cycle. No. Oh, we beat the Rockies. Today's trade deadline. Do we need to do anything? I just don't think so. Like, we're 19 games under 500. I'm okay with it. Look at this. Cardinals acquired Chisholm Jr. from the Marlins. That is huge right there. Wow. That's a good move for the Cardinals. Oh, Bednar from the Pirates. So the Reds had an opportunity there. They bring in a closer there. It's a good move. So down by 1, runners on first and second. We're going to sim that. We beat the Rockies. So at least we know we're better than the freaking Rockies. We're in August. We have some contract extensions here, right? So what is he looking for? He's looking for a 5-year deal. Is he an ace? I don't think so. He's more of a rotation guy. You're talking about a little over 10 mil a year, 10.4. I'd say 4 years is honestly decent there. I'm cool with that. All right, so we got him. Taylor Ward, he's another guy I'd like to keep in, right? He's looking at about 6.4 a year. That's honestly not a bad move. He'd be an everyday guy. 4 years is a lot, man. Yeah, but it's 6.4 ain't bad. My issue with him is like he's going to start regressing, you know, probably about 2 years into this thing a little bit more and more. Could we get him for a 2-year deal? I think that's fair. 6.4 mil. There you go. Logan O'Hoppe. This is a guy I'm hoping we can get. He's 24 years old. The guy's playing pretty solid. And he's only looking at a 2-year deal. 1.4, dude? I'll give him that. And then Reed Detmers. He's not asking for a lot. What the heck? So if we gave him a 3-year deal at 10 mil, I think Reed Detmers deserves it. I think that's good there. And then Rengifo, this is the other guy. 5.5. I'd probably say not platoon. I'd say everyday cat. And at 27 years old, 4-year deal. I think that's a good move for us. I do not want him to play platoon. I want him to play as a big starter for us. There you go. And wow, Nolan's looking for a contract. And Nito? So we're getting some of these guys locked in. I think Mickey Moniak, he's 25 years old. I mean, if I could sign these guys, I say, why the heck not? Yeah, he'd be a platoon guy. 2.1. Let's wait on that one. I want to get the rookie in order here. He's not asking for a lot. Nolan, if I can go 3 years. Because this guy could be worth a lot. See if he takes that. There you go. And then Zach Nito, I mean, he's not bad. I'm cool with giving him about the same amount as well. Yeah. 3-year deal. Check out the transactions here. It looks like the Marlins called up Sandy Alcantara. Orioles called up Jackson Holiday. Oh, that guy's pretty good. But I like this. Those are the guys we decided to move on with. For the extended future here, right? Mickey Moniak, 3 years, $7.24 million. Zach Nito, 3 years, $4.24 million. Nolan, 3 for $4.24. Luis Rengifo, $26.4 million for 4 years. $10.74 million for Reed Detmers for 3 years. Logan O'Hoppe, 2 years for $3.54. Taylor Ward, 17.6 for 2 years. And Sandoval, 46.63 for 4 years. So we spent a little bit more on him, but honestly, I think that's a good move for us. Like, these are some young pieces that I'd like to keep together and kind of build around. So it looks like Ward has a 13-game hitting streak. I'd like to see if we can extend it here. Any of these episodes, man, I'm having fun. What I like about MLB The Show is like just the crafting of a roster. I wish Madden felt like that. I feel like you have to put a lot more rules around you to build in Madden, where in MLB The Show, you know, it's that kind of feel. And you really could focus on just building a team, where in Madden, you know, I enjoy playing a little bit more. There's some fun aspects there, but you know, the other series I have where I just kind of watch the games, that's still fun for me too. But the rules on the building is tough. Oh, Ward hits this one into center field. He's on the track, and it's no good. Dang! He had a good hit on that though. Angels still win though. We'll take that. We ended up winning 3-1. You better beat the Rockies. Ward 0 for 4, Trout 0 for 4. Oh, Hoppy. So Hoppy got an extension, didn't do so well. Mickey though, Rengifo 0 for 3, Nito 1 for 3. We got to figure that out. Nito did have his 8th home run though. I just got to figure out his spot in the lineup, man. Maybe in the later parts of the lineup. Moniak's got a 10-game hitting streak. Let's just move on from that. We defeat the Mets 14-9. Mets is another team that's rough. Ooh, 3-game. Ooh, that's a 6-game winning streak right there. Down by 1. And we lose it. So we won 6 in a row. That was pretty cool. And let's see what that is. So, Ben Goebel, auto utilize. Base is loaded for Tyler freaking Anderson. Yankees beat him. Yankees beat him. Yankees beat him. They sweep the series. We beat Washington. Jose Marti, keep active. Hamstring. Stewart's out. Put him on the thing. Marti no longer injured. Auto utilize. Detmer sustained a broken nail. Active. It's 4-10, dude. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. What do we got here? Trout. He's got 2 home runs. Angels beat the Braves. Whoa. Home run. Home team down by 1. He sustained it. Keep active. So we lose there, but we won the series on that one. Royals beat the Angels. Sweep us on that one. Okay, so let me fix some things in the lineup, and we'll sim the rest of this month, and then we'll talk through what we'll do at the end of the next month. Okay, so now we are in September. As you can see, our team is not doing so well. September call-ups are up, and we're definitely going to start looking at some of the guys I'd like to bring in and try out. There's some decent players out there we can mess with, right? Mainly in the pitching situation, and we'll definitely think about that in the next episode. As far as my guys are concerned right now, you know, I'm trying to mess with the lineup as best as I can with the guys that we have. And, you know, I'm concerned with some of the moves here, but, you know, we got to remember, like, it's going to be a process, and we can't really rush much. I'd say the rookie's playing pretty well. You know, he's batting a 300 right now, and that's pretty nice to see. I really like how Rengifo continues to play. He's got 16 home runs for us. But we do have a prospect here that I think could really help out down the road in Mac Horvath, who we just recently acquired. I'm moving some other guys around right now because I feel like it's necessary. But here is the summary that we have. Looks like they brought up Taj Bradley. Brewers bring up Brandon Woodruff. Jacob deGrom. Giants beef up the roster. They bring in Robbie Ray. So here's what we did on our end here. So we decided to, due to the injuries of some guys, so we got a broken hand for David Calabrese. We got Joe Stewart, torn hamstring, and Kyron Paris. So Joe and Kyron are out for the rest of the season. So I went ahead and moved some players around. Stefanik, we called him up to play in the majors and kind of help us round out that part. Christian Sepulveda is moving up to AAA. Michael Derek Hicks was in the single A. He's moving up to AA. Adam Simber is moving up to the AAA from single A to AA. And Will McGillis, third baseman's being moved up from single A to AA. So I'm giving some guys an opportunity to develop and get some experience there. As far as the call-ups are concerned, I'm not sure who I will call up because it is going to be tough. You know, when I think about who I'd like to bring up, it is tough. You know, I don't know if it's necessarily great to bring in certain players like this now. Soriano, I may consider, but that would mean that I have to move someone down, and I don't know if I really want to do that. I think of somebody like Caleb Hamilton for sure as a possibility, but when we look at our 40-man, right, as far as call-ups are concerned, you know, I'm not trying to bring anyone up that's going to heavily create any type of issue here. Like I might bring up like Simber or something. Levon Soto could be an interesting play. Kind of see how he looks out there, but I'm kind of cool with it. Davis Daniel maybe, but this is going to be a long road ahead. But more than likely, you'll see us probably sim most of the September situation. I may check out some of the play in the minors, maybe check out some of the prospects there, but we probably don't see ourselves doing much playing in this first season based on how we're playing. It's been bad. Our team looks pretty rough. We're tied for last place in the in our own division, but we got to remember, like, it's going to take some time. I really like some of the guys I have on my team, though, man. I just know that we're gonna have to bring in some other pieces, and we'll probably dissect that in an episode in the future. But that'll do it for us today, everybody. If you like what you saw, please drop a like, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and most importantly, subscribe to keep up with the series. I really appreciate everyone that stopped by today. I hope you enjoyed this one. As always, let's go Angels!